stencil?
Yes.
Hold that up to the light, you'll see there's a fine screen. That's what your powder is going to transfer through right onto your fabric.
Yeah.
And it gives you a nice line. Now we're going to use the pounce pad with that. All right, now it's called a pounce. Don't pounce your pounce. All right, if you do this, you got a whole bunch of powder going everywhere. All right, don't drag it. If you drag it, you're not going to be able to see it.
Okay.
What you're going to do is you're going to brush it. See, I'm just pushing that powder right through my stencil, and it's going to give you a nice line. Would you like to run your hand over that? Go as hard as you like and as long as you like.
Yeah.
All right, see how well it stays on there? Now you have options of removing it. One, with a hot iron. If you do use your iron, it won't leave any residue on your iron. It won't reappear in the freezing temperature. Now, if you want to throw it in the dryer, you can throw it in the dryer. You can use a hair dryer. If you don't want to put any heat to it at all, brush it off with a lint brush and just wash it out. We have over 500 different designs. Most of our stencils, not all of them, but most of them have some kind of registration mark. So you want to go around that quilt and you want to keep it from going cattywampus on you. This is what you're going to use. So I'm going to pounce that through and I'm going to match it with this one down here. So all I do is I slide my stencil down. I'm going to put my finger right there to the back. I flip it over so that way I can see where I'm going. And I match it, plus sign to plus sign. Flip my stencil back, continue to pounce, and that's going to give me a nice straight continuous line all the way around my quilt. If it didn't show up, that's what we use our pencil for. Pencils, they're made with the same powder that's in your white pounce, and it's going to sharpen with the big end of a sharpener. So now I'm going to color that in. Right? Also, if you wanted to make your own design, if you wanted to make your own label, we had one lady, she traced her grandkids' hands, and then she gave the pencil to the kids to sign their name, then she quilted over it. Use that all the way down to the nub. Use the entire thing. After we quilt over, we're ready to take it off, same way. Wash it out, iron it away, throw it in the dryer. The durability of your stencil, would you like to crinkle that into the smallest little ball you can? So let's say it's in the bottom of your suitcase today when you got home and you're going back to Illinois. Oh, you're only about 200 miles away, right, in Springfield?
I don't know. Put it in driving.
That's what I do here. I put it in drive and I keep going. So you get a little crinkle or you get a bunch of crinkles in it, all right?
Oh, that's nice.
Iron it away. You want to paint through your stencil. Fabric paint. This was done with So Soft. You can buy this at any hobby store. You might even be able to find it here at the show. Daubers work the best with the stencil. Just dip it in the paint. Cover the entire, what we're doing is we're covering that screen.
Right.
When you're done, pick it up slowly so it doesn't smear. Wash this out in the sink, spray it down, wash it, pat it dry with a towel, that way you can use it over and over again. This one was painted, let the paint dry, quilt over the paint. You want to pounce it on the wood. You know, you got like little beds, grandkids' beds, and you want to match that quilt with your headboard if they have wooden headboards. There you go. Now, if you're working with a lighter fabric, if you work with a white or a cream, a beige color fabric, your white on white, you're not going to be able to see that. So we do have pink, blue, and barely blue chalk. Now, anything that has a color has a dye in it, all right? So always keep your pads separate. Keep your white designated for your white, your colors designated for your colors. If you iron it, you're going to set it. Anything that has a color has got a dye in it. Anything with a dye is going to set with that iron, all right? So never iron it. We brush them off using a lint brush. You got a lint brush at home, use them. They're fantastic. You don't have to have one, but nice to have.